Series agronomist Troy Jenkins with this week's Agronomic Insight. The first crop condition report has come out, and corn is rated good to excellent at 74% in Indiana and 63% respectively in Michigan. You know, a couple weeks ago we had some really warm, nice weather, but the last 7 days has been pretty junky, really. Cloudy, overcast, and cold, and it's caused our corn to go off color with slow growth and poor root development. I think the warmer weather with a little bit of rain that we had should improve our root growth and make our color return to our corn crop. Speaking of corn and its stages of growth, right now corn is at the V8 stage in southern Indiana, and that ranges all the way to V2 stage in Michigan. You know, soybeans will begin to flower shortly in southern Indiana. Those soybeans that were planted in the beginning April to mid-April have accumulated enough heat degree units. Well, they should begin to flower very soon. But we also have soybeans that are just cracking and beginning to emerge in northern Indiana, where we had cold, wet conditions and it delayed our planting. The wheat stage, growth and development, ranges from grain fill stage in southern Indiana to just flowering in Michigan, where they're making fungicide applications for head scab. Let's talk briefly about bean leaf beetle. First generation will be ending soon. They're feeding and they should be ending. But we want to continue to scout our soybean fields for that second brood that comes in during that pod stage and during that pod fill stage, where they can really transmit disease and cause poor grain conditions. Just a reminder, we want to make sure that we terminate weeds at 4 inches or less in our corn crop. For a couple reasons. Number one, weeds bigger than 4 inches are many times hard to control, but also if we have weeds in our cornfields after 30 days of corn growth emergence, we have some substantial yield loss. We're beginning to see some armyworm show up in northern Indiana in some of those fields that have terminated ryegrass or cereal rye. Feeding was pretty heavy, so we want to make sure that in those cover crop fields that we're scouting them for armyworm. Just a reminder that on June 20th, all dicamba applications have to end in Indiana. That is for corn and soybeans. And another reminder that whenever we're spraying any of the Ingenio or Roundup to Extend, we need to be using a volatility reducing agent. And if we're using tank mixes, we need to read the label for drift reduction products. We do continue to see some post-emergent speckling on our soybean plants, and this is due to the weather. Cold and adverse conditions have caused thin cuticle layers, and we are seeing some response on some of our soybeans. You know, we had a dry 2020 season and all the way up through 2021, and it's caused some of our HPPD corn herbicides to carry over into soybean. That would be products that would be like Balance or Callisto, anything that would be like a Lumax, Acuron, those types of products. That is seen with soybeans that have a yellowing or chlorosis and a whitening in the new trifoliate leaves that are emerging. Something else we're beginning to see is post-corn herbicide applications are beginning to cause some flashing on some of our corn leaves. This is really due to having, bad conditions, cloudy, overcast, and cold, and that HPPD product being applied to corn, it's not being metabolized very quick, and it can cause some flashing. From a nutritional standpoint, we are at the point where side dress applications are happening all across the trade area into Michigan to southern Indiana. Some top dress applications are being made with urea type products. We want to make sure that we use a urease inhibitor like an Anvil or an Agritane Ultra. We can have 20% loss of nitrogen in 3 days without protecting these products from the urease enzyme. And on side dress applications, use of a nitrification inhibitor like an Instinct Next Gen and a Centuro or an N-Serve is highly recommended to maximize nitrogen use efficiency. You know, we have a program, NutriSolutions tissue testing program, and now is a great time to be in the field tissue testing these corn plants to find out what might be happening with hidden deficiencies. We want to maximize yield with prescription macro and micronutrient applications, and we can do this with the use of Maxen products and Gainer products. For more information on herbicides, insecticides, and nutritional products, contact your Series Solutions Agronomy location.